another woman who has been talked about as a future presidential candidate, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, has caused outrage after participating in this weirdness. What is that, Alex? Explain it to me. You're in that generation that I don't know what that is. Is that some Gen Z craziness? What is it?
Well, really what it is an attempt at just trying to be shocking and bizarre. And that's why that Gen Z person, I'm not trying to defend Whitmer, but she probably didn't realize how weird this video was. And that's what this podcast was trying to do. They want it to be almost like pseudo-sexual, and it's has all these kind of weird undertones, and it's supposed to be ambiguous. It's just supposed to be bizarre and weird and quick. And that's what it did. And that's why
the Catholics are upset because they think it's mocking
communion,
their religion, and mocking, so I don't know if that's the intention, but the whole thing, I mean, why participate? I don't know. Don't know why you're giving her a pass, because she just looks like a fool. I mean, this doesn't elevate her standing in any way. She's the governor of a state, for the love of God. Now, the Trump rallies are continuing across the country. The assassination attempts have not slowed him down. This little interaction caught my eye, Alex. Have a look at the way Donald Trump reacts when a baby starts crying during a rally in Nevada.
And don't let that baby bother you, because it doesn't bother me. To me, it's that beautiful. Where is that baby? That's a good-looking baby. Don't worry about it, Mom. It doesn't bother me. You know what it means? Happy, youthful, beautiful baby, perfect baby.
Alex, I had a look at some of the comments under that video, and it was mainly just women who were very impressed that he didn't get annoyed with a crying baby during a speech and the interruption. What do you reckon about that? Those little insights, I think, can be very valuable in telling you about a person.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Donald Trump would be a dream grandfather to have. And obviously he likes children. He has a bunch of children. So it's proof that he's the opposite of Kamala Harris, who wants to be able to abort every single baby, basically up until birth. Donald Trump actually loves little babies and wants to protect them. So I think the proof is in the pudding.
Now, the pro-biological reality sportswear brand XXXY Athletics has released an ad absolutely blasting Nike over its refusal to stand by women and women's sport, to protect it from the radical gender ideology that sees males identifying as women competing against women. Have a look.
Dear Nike.
Dear Nike, why won't you stand up for me?
Why won't you stand up for me? Why won't you?
Why do you claim to support women and girls?
Yet when we need you most,
you remain silent.
Today, males are claiming our identity.
Our sports.
Our spaces.
Men and boys are stealing opportunities,
Medals.
trophies,
And our future.
It is not fair or just.
In fact, it's often dangerous. Yet you refuse to use your platform to stand up.
You say you're for social justice and progress.
So why do you allow men's rights to come before ours? See, with a big platform
comes an even bigger responsibility.
You have a chance to do the right thing,
not just do the easy thing.
Alex, they're absolutely right. Nike has been very active politically. It's taken a stand on a bunch of political issues, from BLM to burqas. It has used Dylan Mulvaney to advertise its female clothing range. So it's definitely taken a position on this issue. It just hasn't taken a position that supports biological girls and women.
Well, I hate to say it, Rita, but I actually side with Nike on this here in America because I like transgenders in women's sports because I can gamble on them and I can win money like Leah Thomas. I mean, I'm basically very
Alex.
wealthy now. We can. They give us odds here in Las Vegas. I've won more money on these transgenders in women's sports than any of the women that could ever do. So I don't want to outlaw it personally, but I can understand why those women are affected, and I'm very empathetic to them.
You are thinking of only yourself. But you're right, there won't be too many women in women's sport if we let the men participate, because there's a reason why we've got the different categories. How important is that issue? I said it is one that some in the feminist movement are talking about. Obviously, it's not up there with inflation or illegal immigration, crime. But is it something that's been talked about in the lead up to the election?
Yeah, no, it actually is a really big issue. And then San Jose State women's volleyball team, there's been colleges forfeiting games against them because they have a transgender athlete. So it's just encouraging more transgenders to maybe transition their sex to get a competitive advantage. And sports in America is one thing that people actually care about. People care more about sports than they do politics. So it is a big issue. But the only thing is, I don't know if it's as big an issue as abortion or, the economy, but 100% it's an issue that gets talked about a lot, especially in the media.
Thank you, Alex Stein.
Thank you, Rita.